Regarding, besides the captivity of dolphins, what about the consumption of dolphins? Do you have any studies or information besides the things that you showed in the documentary about the consumption of dolphin meat and mercury?
Well, there are places that do that eat dolphins.
Right. So how can we raise awareness about the detriment that eating dolphin meat does to the human health?
It's really hard. I mean, I work with a group of people at Earth Island Institute, and we are so underfunded and understaffed, and I see these problems, and I'm wondering, what can we do about that now, And we don't have somebody to put on that. I mean, I got an email today, I'll try and find it for you, about dolphins in central Java. Let me see. Yeah, this goes on all the time, and it's usually under the radar.
Right.
And so, what can you do about it? You can do whatever you can do. I do everything I can do, and I have to do something about this. I have to respond to this.
Do you have any research or information that we could link up with you and show, for example, on our website? Because we try to show information regarding about the consumption of factory farmed meats. So seeing the information about the consumption of dolphin and the mercury levels in it, and how the Japanese government is still promoting the consumption of this meat, even though it's not at the safe levels for consumption. How do you think that we can raise awareness regarding that issue?
Well, websites, yeah. We have some of it on our website, dolphinproject.org, but a lot of it's flying under the radar.
Right.
I came here with Mark Berman, who's one of our Earth Island colleagues, and Mark's job is to go around the world. He spends a lot of time in Thailand, where the biggest tuna canneries are, making sure the dolphins are not being killed in the tuna nets. And he's now in central Java, and so he's writing back to me. This is an hour ago. Hi, Rick. Now in the airport, going to the tuna company meeting. Met with fisheries yesterday. This is more of an issue. The use of dolphin meat for shark and intentional kill of dolphins. We have new footage of dolphins being killed routinely in Flores. We must do a campaign on this, as tourists actually pay money to join in the hunt.
Oh my God.
Most tourists are deceived into thinking it is a dolphin watch. Then they kill the dolphins while the tourists are on the boat and drag the dead dolphins ashore. This is really an outrage, and we need to convince so-and-so to assist on this. We can get a campaign, tour operators, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so I get these all the time. I get 100 emails a day about problems like this all over the world. And I think that's what bothers me most about SeaWorld and Resorts World and these places who are talking conservation and have billions of dollars in the bank and don't do a damn thing about any of the real problems.
Right. The root problems are obviously, besides captivation, is the consumption and the sale of dolphin meat. And on another note, forgot what I was going to say. Also, how do you think that we can improve the actual fishermen themselves? How can we improve their lifestyles? How can we find ways that to deter them from killing the dolphins themselves? Or do you think that the consumption the consumption of dolphins that their fishermen are doing themselves is deteriorating their capacity for understanding? This is a very complicated thing, and I don't sit at the right-hand side of God and have the answer to. For example, in the Solomon Islands, they've been killing dolphins for 450 years, as I mentioned, and they eat them. This is really traditional. They have no refrigeration. Actually, they have nothing. They don't even have shoes. If the weather's bad, and weather was bad many days I was there, they can't go out in their boat. They don't eat. And they eat the dolphin. They use the dolphin for their teeth, for money. They trade, the guys that come down from the mountains, they trade for other things that they need. It's really hard for Whitey to show up there and convince them to stop eating. You know? It's a really difficult thing. Yeah. It's not like they're doing this because they're mean or they don't like dolphins. They're hungry. And this is what they've been doing for 450 years. But we were able to convince them,
They agreed to stop if they could find alternative ways of making money. And so Earth Island is now subsidizing some, the building, one of the things is honey, bees. They're very interested in bees and producing honey, a special kind of honey that grows in the mangroves. And that's one thing. And so we've given them a lot of money, not just giving them the cash, the things they need, solar and so forth, and finding alternatives.
Right.
Finding alternatives. So we're doing that there, but now I see we have to do that in Java as well, because the problem, except in Java it's illegal, and I think going in there with the rangers can stop that. So it's different everywhere. It's not like there's one solution to all these problems. But they're very complicated, and we're underfunded and understaffed, and it's really, really hard. You know, we really need more money, guns, and lawyers.
Yes. Well...